Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Detroit Become Human. I am Circle Master, and joining me today we have Ibblebibble.
Hello, hello, hello. Nice
So,
to finally be on this LP, I guess.
this is an LP, you don't need to guess at that.
Mm-hmm.
So, how familiar are you with Detroit Become Human?
Well, I've watched most of the other videos in your LP. Sometimes just background noise, but sometimes I was kind of paying attention. I
That's
do
still
know that
probably
this is
more than most of my other guests watch my LPs.
yeah. I do know this is a Connor Hank segment, so that's my favorite segment because I like buddy cop stuff.
Oh, how do you feel about chicken, though?
Chicken's always good. Depends. Why is it called chicken feed? That just makes me think that we're gonna be eating like a bunch of wheat grain and stuff. How how much does this guy want chicken that he almost gets run over for it?
Maybe it's really good chicken.
That's true. Can androids eat? I don't remember if androids could eat. Or it's like they don't need to eat, but they
No,
could.
they
if
don't
want
need to eat.
Okay.
Hot tip you gave me set me back a week's wages.
So what the hell powers them?
Come on,
Blue blood.
it's 100%.
That's very convenient.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so
Oh, this guy's
You
into
guy.
illegal gambling. Who would have thought that the guy giving a gambling tip to Hank was a guy in for illegal gambling?
I mean, how bad could it be?
Well, apparently
Like,
it's this is a really crummy food truck if it got a C.
Ooh, license renewal refused. Oh dear, that's not good. I mean, I live in Southeast Asia, and I don't really want to think about any of our hygiene ratings at any of our food stalls. Not that it matters because my gut flora is used to it, but if I ever do bring any friends over here, it's gonna be like, yeah, you're gonna have to watch what you eat and probably don't drink anything made out of tap water. Hopefully, it's not too bad, but again, I can't
Hey, won't regret this.
I can't say that it's good from an outsider's perspective because I'm used to it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Just drink some, 8% alcohol or something with it. That'll help.
Don't you ever do as you're told?
Yeah, that would be good, except Muslim country, so it's heavily taxed. Beer here costs the same as in central London, which is quite pricey. So it's, even though everything else is pretty cheap, it's just like, if you want some booze with your drink, then you might want to rethink that.
What do you say?
Look, they sent me a piece of plastic for a partner, and I'm dealing with it. But if you think we're gonna be buddies, you're as stupid as you look.
Oh no, more android racism?
No, we're trying to be buddies, and he's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be
No,
buddies.
fuck off.
Pineapple passion flavor, yuck.
Mmm.
Why can't you just drink Coke or Pepsi or whatever the equivalent is in future Detroit?
So is that a pineapple soda that just has passion added to it for alliteration, or is it
Well,
pineapple and passion fruit?
No, the name of the flavor is pineapple passion, so it's probably completely artificial
pineapple.
with no real pineapple in it, and it's probably not any passion fruit.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what it's supposed to taste like. Is it meant to taste like pineapple, just pineapple, or is it meant to taste like pineapple and passion fruit together?
It's probably meant to taste like pineapple.
Generic tropical.
Yeah. Also, this burger has 2.2 grams of salt, which is like...
That sounds really low.
No. Most
really high?
Most salt labels are in milligrams, or milligrams of sodium,
Right.
rather. So this is probably
Right.
more than an entire day's allowance of sodium. Like, if this was on a food label, it would be over 100%.
Yeah, that's not great. Hmm.
But But how does
Actually,
it
yeah.
have 53% water? What the hell is being used? Like, how does it
extremely
not
watery
cook out
lettuce?
the water when he cooks it?
Well,
I'm starving.
you don't cook the accoutrements, do you? So it could be like extremely watery, shitty lettuce
Follows me
and
everywhere.
bad watery tomatoes and stuff.
But enough lettuce and tomato for the water content in those to make up 53% of the entire burger?
That's a good point, I guess. Maybe it's a really bad burger as well. I don't know. I don't know what they use as fillers in the future.
And you made a bet.
Yeah.
Maybe they've run out of xanthan gum and it's like, no, we just gotta use water now.
I don't want to alarm you, Lieutenant.
Is this gonna turn into something like Rain Man where we use Connor's analytic abilities to go gambling?
To get by.
No.
Because I hope it
Not hurt
does.
anybody?
Aw, that's a shame.
Oh, Hank, go up. Hank likes when we point out that his friends are criminals.
This morning, when we were chasing...
Hey
those
Hank, do you ever
kids,
think you have
why didn't you want me to
conflicts of
cross the
interest when
highway?
it comes to your job?
Because you could have been killed.
Maybe?
And I don't like filling out paperwork for damaged equipment.
Hank does think of him as a person. Oh, okay, never mind. I
Is there
spoke too
anything
soon.
you'd like to know about me?
Hell no. Well, yeah. Why do they make you look so goofy and give you that weird voice?
CyberLife androids are designed to work harmoniously with humans. Both my appearance and voice were specifically designed to facilitate...
Okay.
integration.
Well, they fucked up.
So this is the classic bit of like any buddy cop movie
Maybe I should
where
tell you what we know
they get
about
to know each other and then they just shit talk each other, I guess.
We believe that a mutation
So
occurs in the
I guess
software
my
of some androids,
favorite buddy cop
which can lead
movie
to them
of all
emulating a
time
human emotion.
has to be
Please.
Rush Hour 2.
They don't really
Rush Hour 1 original is pretty
They
good,
just
but
get
I think Rush Hour
overwhelmed
2
by
is a lot
irrational
better,
instructions,
personally.
which can lead to unpredictable behavior.
You know, I never actually
Um,
saw any of the Rush Hour movies.
Emotions always
Have you
screw
not?
everything up. The androids aren't as different
So,
from us as we thought.
Rush Hour 1, pretty classic, sets up... although I think I watched Rush Hour 2 before I watched Rush Hour 1,
I
which
ask you a
is
personal
interesting,
question,
but it was still fun. So,
Why do you think
for
androids
those of you who
function?
don't know, Rush Hour is basically... I think it's Chinese ambassador's daughter gets
Ever dealt with
kidnapped.
deviants before?
Jackie Chan gets sent over as a Hong Kong cop over to LA, and he gets buddied up with Chris Tucker,
The deviant
who
was threatening
is
to jump off the roof.
just like a regular beat cop
Managed to save
because they don't want to deal with him. And then they get into hijinks and they cross cultural barriers and then they kick ass.
Know everything there
And
is
that's
to
Rush Hour 1 basically, and it's fun. I don't remember what Rush Hour 2 was all about. I just remember that wasn't really related to Rush Hour 1
You made a
at
name for
all,
yourself in several
other
cases
than
and became the youngest
Jackie
lieutenant
Chan
in
and Chris
Detroit.
Tucker's characters
I
coming
also
back.
know you
But
received several disciplinary
it
warnings in recent
was
years.
definitely funnier and had better action scenes than Rush Hour 1, because I think they were still getting the dynamic down, you know?
Yeah.
And then Rush Hour 3 was just like... Rush Hour 3 was basically just
I think working with
a bit of cashing in. Had some funny jokes, had some decent jokes, but overall not as good as the other two.
but adapting to human unpredictability.
Which
one of
is
my
a shame,
features.
because you never really want the final bit of a trilogy to be
I just got a report
particularly
of a
bad,
suspected deviant.
but
It's a few
it is
blocks
what it
away.
is.
We should go have
Oh
a
no, Connor's becoming unstable. Or
I'll let you finish your meal.
is he? I don't remember what the flashing
Be in
yellow
the car if you need me.
Just receiving data or sending data. Or thinking.
Okay. Okay.
Generally just processing. It's like the spinning circle in Windows.
Right, right. Yeah, I just remember that the Deviants also had... Oh no, the Deviants flashed red or
I'm
something.
sorry. I was making a report to CyberLife.
But, yeah. Oh, where the hell are we?
Plan on staying in the elevator?
No, I'm coming.
Oh,
Hey, what do we know about
that
this
was a
guy?
odd transition,
Not
I felt.
Yeah,
Just the
we
neighborhood.
actually
Strange
missed an
noises
entire
coming
scene
from
because
Case 4.
of
Nobody's
circumstances.
supposed to be living here.
Normally
Oh.
there's a scene in
Neighbor said he
between
saw a
there
man hiding an LED
uh,
under his-
because of choices. But
Right.
we didn't make those certain choices, so we didn't get that scene.
Christ, if we have to investigate every time.
Fair
somebody
enough,
hears
I
a
guess.
Strange noise. We're gonna
Huh,
need more cops.
that's different pigeons. That's interesting. I'm trying to think up of something I know about pigeons because I should know something about pigeons because I did do biology in college for 2 degrees. So I feel as though anytime there's something about animal that
behind
comes
me.
up on
Got it.
screen, I feel as though I should comment about it. Except that nothing comes to mind about pigeons at the moment, except they have a ridiculous amount of like breeds and stuff that look fancy.
So does that mean that there are emperor pigeons and royal pigeons and?
I mean, like there are pigeons that like the aristocracy used to breed, just for like fancy looking breeds.
Am I allowed to investigate
There's-
anything yet? There's something. Oh, it's just a magazine.
Nope, you gotta go talk to whoever. Hey, I.
Right
So
eyes.
why is it-
It's fake meth.
Why are the magazines shaped like books when you only need one screen? Why are they so thick?
Well, I imagine thick has to do with like battery life and internal
Yeah,
electronics and such.
Possibly, but if you look at like the top, you can see it's definitely book shaped for some weird reason. Oh, well, that's depressingly pertinent because I think I saw yesterday that there was a climate change crisis like announcement by top environmental scientists. Like, yeah, if you don't try and fix shit in 10 years, everything's gonna get much worse. Which is like, that's nice because I'm probably still gonna be alive in 10 years, so I'm gonna have to deal with this shit. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of pigeons.
Our man's gone.
Yeah, I should have gotten Rally Pigeon to guest in this episode.
Oh, one interesting fact about pigeons that I do remember, is that Charles Darwin. So you know how Charles Darwin, he obviously wrote Origin of Species, and everyone's like, oh yeah, Darwin's finches. Except that he based most of his work on artificially bred pigeons. So, I guess pigeons just kind of got the short end of the stick when it came to becoming famous birds associated with Darwin for some reason. Oh, the hell is in this book?
Bunch of drawings and such.
I don't know.
Yeah, and shapes of
Looks like a
hexagons.
note.
It kind of looks like one of those like puzzle books you get
Indecipherable.
kids with mazes in them, and then
Oh,
someone
it's-
just wrote on top of
It's
those.
apparently written in code or in cipher or something.
Oh,
Maybe he's hiding in the closet.
you would think that a police android would have some kind of software in there, like, hey, have some code breaking software just in case. You never know.
Well, if it was
Like,
written by
so-
an android, then they probably have the, computational ability to write a complex cipher.
Probably. I know basically nothing about cryptography except that it's hard and it won World War II, so I can't really speak much about it, I guess.
RT.
Although it's definitely
Probably
an
in this-
interesting subject. Oh, military jacket.
In his jacket? That's something your
I don't remember,
mom does
but
when you're
did they talk about androids in the military? I vaguely remember them talking about android soldiers and stuff.
I don't know if we've seen it yet or not, but yes, they are
Driver's
using
license is
androids
fake.
in
At least
the
we didn't get for
military.
nothing.
Okay. Ooh. Forged IDs. That's obviously crime of the highest order. I think my brother's got a fake ID. And I looked at it and I was like, this doesn't even really look like you.
Thought I was the nice guy in Detroit that keeps
But somehow it managed to get him into clubs even though he was
Electronic books you
18.
can't
So I guess
smell
I guess bouncers don't really look very hard.
See the pages turning yellow.
Huh.
You have no idea.
That's cute. I guess.
Oh, he pulled out his little LED sticker.
Oh.
Its
I
LED is
I
a
find it
mistake.
really silly that it's a sticker
Not surprised it was
because
an
it's
android.
like
No human
it's
can live
meant
with
to
all these
be
fucking pigeons.
something that lets you tell apart androids from everything. Oh God, did you just taste it?
Yep.
Oh, blue blood just sitting there, God knows how long. What was I gonna say? But yeah, it seems really silly that
Any idea
the
what it
thing that's
means?
meant to ID androids as
RA9.
androids is easily removable
Written
by the android.
2,471 times. It's the same sign Ortiz's android wrote on the
Because-
shore wall.
What the hell?
Why are they obsessed with this sign?
Are they like
Looks like
coordinates or
mazes
something?
Or something.
RA9? Ugh.
It's just something that they're obsessively writing that all deviants seem to do, even when they're in isolation for some reason.
Maybe the deviant guys that Marcus just met up with are like broadcasting some funky signal that messes up all the deviants, and it's like, hey, come to us at these badly written coordinates, and then they just go a bit get a bit more deviant, I guess you could say. Maybe they're just really bad at sending out signals, and it just kind of overtakes the androids' minds or something. I don't know. I don't really know much about the plot of Detroit, other than some things from the Kara branch that I won't say, obviously, because spoilers.
Well, you might remember from the suspect we last captured and interviewed, RA9 was some sort of messianic figure that was going to save them.
Okay, so it's like the equivalent of
So-
scrawling. Yeah.
So
Okay.
basically, every deviant independently comes up with religion, but it's always the same religion.
Right.
I can just analyze it. I don't need to R2.
There's some kind of commentary there about what's the word? Maybe free will? It might be a free will discussion. Like, are these robots all like made in such a way that when they do break down, they break down very similarly? But I have a feeling that David Cage might not have been thinking about that when he went with the Messiah thing.
Maybe there's an implication related to an ending that you might unlock sometime
Maybe. I wouldn't know.
that I won't spoil
Ah.
because it would be a spoiler. Oh, he ran up to the attic. Why are they always in attics?
I don't know. Maybe David Cage just really liked hiding in attics as a child, so that's where he associates everything. But yeah,
Getcha.
that's like what, the second time it's an attic?
Yeah, we're 2 for 2. Oh, there he is.
Goddamn fucking pigeons!
Hello there, Mr.
What are you
Pigeon
waiting
Man.
for? Chase it!
Something tells me he's not quite a connoisseur of fancy bred pigeons like Charles Darwin. QTEs. One nice thing I have heard about the Spider-Man game is that apparently it's got a setting for autocomplete QTEs. Just if you can't be arsed or can't really do them, which is quite good, I think. Ooh. Let's go risky, I guess. Although it's not like I'm calling shots.
Yeah, and I've got it set for the mode where the QTEs are easier, so
Okay, that's fair enough.
because, you know, migraines.
Yeah, I think that's a good enough reason for it.
And, you know, having to provide commentary while I do this.
Oh yeah, because you're playing it live. Jeez. But yeah, I mean, in a buddy, where the hell are we? Hydroponics.
Yep.
But yeah, I think the fun bit of any like cop movie, the fun bit's the chase, but the bit I actually like is all the investigation stuff. So
He's really
mean,
close. Or I'm really
Oh.
close to him, I guess I should say.
Oh wow, that is pretty close. Oh dear. Might get run over by a train.
Shit!
Nope. What was I about to say? I do prefer the investigation bits of like cop shows. Like I like games like Ace Attorney where you're investigating a crime scene and figuring shit out rather than chasing stuff because it's fun to watch, but it's not that fun to do personally.
Look out!
Although we are getting some fun parkour out of this, I guess. Is it just hydroponics farms everywhere in the city?
Yeah, it's the farm poster that we saw in his apartment, where they put the farms
right.
on rooftops because there's no room left on ground level.
That makes sense, I guess.
Oh no, Hank!
Uh-oh. Oh. Oh no. Ah, the classic dilemma.
Oh shit! We had it. Fuck!
It's my fault.
He had an 89% chance of surviving.
You'd have caught it if it weren't for me.
Yeah, but he's Hank. We gotta save Clancy Brown. He's a national treasure.
We know what it looks like.
I mean, maybe he's a national treasure for you, but Clancy Brown can't. No, I'm thinking of Tom Clancy.
Yeah, you're thinking. Of,
My-
you're obviously not
Yeah.
thinking of Clancy Brown if you're thinking he's not a national treasure for every nation.
Well, sorry, I don't really know who he is, other than voice actor, maybe, or regular actor. Is that a drone? That's a drone. That's cool. Detroit really is a wondrous. It's already finished. It really is a wondrous city, I guess. So I guess if we decided not to save Hank, we probably would have caught the guy. Probably.
Well, something else would have happened for sure, but we can't
Oh, yeah.
not save Hank. At least in this playthrough.
I guess. I guess.
And I want to
Aw,
know
Hank
the
friend.
6% of people who don't talk to Hank at lunch, who just say, "Screw you, Hank. I'm not even going to talk to you."
I wonder if you could try and order your own chicken burger. Maybe. Actually, why did Hank get a burger at a chicken place?
Maybe
Chicken burgers are never that great.
maybe he just wanted a burger that time.
I guess. It didn't really look like a chicken burger though. Although,
Apparently, a lot of people miss that magazine, which I'm not surprised about since you have to take a detour to get it.
yeah.
But I did miss something else in the apartment, which sucks. 'Cause at
Well,
least there's
you'll
something
probably
else.
spot it in post-production or something.
No, I'll probably have to
what a
look at a
good-
walkthrough.
Probably.
Look at only
at least-
64% of people save Hank. 64% of people are right, and 36% of people.
Well,
are
maybe those
assholes.
36% of people are like me and are like 89% is good enough. Although I have found that sometimes 89% is not enough, funnily enough. How much do you want to hear me talk about statistics and how they screw me over in video games?
Sure, go for it.
So I play Final Fantasy XIV. It's an MMO, and it's got a crafting system. So in this crafting system, there are certain skills that only have a percentage chance of getting it right, actually doing anything. And if it doesn't go well, then it wastes resources and stuff, and you need to try and fix it. So there's this one skill that it's got a 90% chance of 90% chance of successfully activating, and I failed it 5 times in a row, which is extremely bullshit, and I think extremely statistically improbable. But it happened to me, so that's my gripe with video game statistics. So yeah, maybe I should have saved Hank. Maybe I should have said save Hank because otherwise he would have died horribly, like his head explodes or something.
Well, if you like, we can talk about it after the recording. But for
Probably.
now, that'll do it for this episode. I want to thank Ibblebibble for joining me. And
no worries.
I'll put a link to his channel in the description. You are currently Let's Playing Monster Hunter World.
Yes, I am. Had a bit of a hiatus, but I'm coming back soon with a new episode.
So if you like more JRPG-ish, open world-ish stuff rather than incredibly linear scripted allegories about slavery and such, feel free to check out that channel instead.
Yeah,
well, not
sure.
Instead, in addition, how about?
Yeah, in addition is probably the best word for it. But yeah, thanks for having me along.
You're very welcome. Thanks for joining me.
No worries.
And thanks everybody who joined in the chat. Until next time, take care.
See ya.